Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Cold Suns, a sci-fi convergence. I am your GM, Chase, and I will be guiding the players through their adventure out in space tonight. My co-creator, Sasha, is off to the side of the screen. She's going to be running around. You'll probably see her in the background here in a moment. So I just have a couple of really brief announcements, and we will go around the table and introduce ourselves. Green Ronin, our friends, are providing giveaways for us as we run through our Cold Sun Season 2. So whenever we hit a really big churn moment of 30 churn, we are giving away a big pack of a bunch of Expanse RPG PDFs. So you can see down there, just type in exclamation point big churn for your chance to win. And the nice thing is, that's an ongoing giveaway. So if you don't win the first time we hit 30 churn, you'll be automatically entered for the second time we enter 30. Last week, our friend Arctic Frost, Lord Arctic Frost, won actually two giveaways, the daily giveaway and the big churn, but he was kind enough to hand over one of his winnings, and we redrew that, and our friend of the channel, MKT Bone, won that, so we'll be getting the prize out to MKT Bone. We are doing another giveaway tonight of the Player's Kit. So the Player's Kit includes a copy of the Expanse RPG core rulebook and Abzu's Bounty, one of their adventure paths. So just type in exclamation point pirate and be entered for your chance to win that tonight. That's all I have to say. I will hand it off to our friends. We're going to go around at random. I'm going to pick Sean.
Hi, I'm Sean. I'm here every Saturday with the group. I use he, him pronouns. I am playing Dakiri, she, her. She's a rogue pilot and former pirate. So we're going to see a little bit more about that tonight. And I'll pass it over to Rob.
Hey, Rob at Pyromancer804 on Twitter, he, him. And tonight I will be playing Tak, they, them, which is a large colony of worms that all work together to act as a single entity almost. And he likes to sit around and protect the group. I'll go ahead and pass it over to Matt.
Hi, I'm Matthew Foreman. I use he, him pronouns. Tonight I will be playing Drake, the mystic warrior with a blade made of light. He also uses he, him pronouns, and he has memory issues. I'll go ahead and pass it over to Liz.
Hello, I'm Liz. I will be playing Droogle tonight. I, as Liz, use she, her pronouns, but Droogle uses they, them, because they're a space potato. We were just introducing our characters and then passing it along, yeah? I wasn't paying attention. Then I will pass it to
Favorite
Alexis.
moments of the evening, too.
That's right, since I keep forgetting those. My favorite moment so far is not remembering what I'm supposed to be doing, so we're doing great. Alexis, you're next.
Perfect.
Hi, I'm the disembodied voice named Alexis. You can find me at Fox Fanato on the on the Twitters and such. And here, where I, do the art stuff, and I'm here being a disembodied voice. I use she, her pronouns, and so does my character for this evening, who is Cassie, who is a blended consciousness. She's two people in one, kind of, and she does Healy shit and shoots a gun, tells people that they need to be better. Next.
I think it's back to me. I think everyone went. So, hi. Without further ado, it's back to me, your GM. So we are going to run the little intro video, and then I will recap last week's session. Roll the bean footage. And we are back from that beautiful intro video. So, just to quickly recap last week's session and then to hand it right over to our players. Where we last left our heroes, they had finally tracked down the missing Telpat Rin. It was a mining ship that had been hired to tow a very large and mysterious, expensive asteroid for Palak. It had gone missing. Upon finding the ship, the freelancers found that it was had been discovered and was currently being salvaged by some pirates. After a short battle and some tense negotiations, the group had boarded the Telpat Rin to determine what had happened to its missing crew. There they found that the crew had been somehow killed by a mysterious anomaly, this creature, if you could call it that, that could take on the forms of others and seemingly erase people from existence. After fending off the anomaly, the crew and Drake used his connection to the source to kind of reach out and sense what had happened. The crew was compelled to visit the surface of this asteroid that Drugel had discovered through their investigations was connected to an ancient superweapon destroyed almost a century ago. Upon the asteroid's surface, they found the remains of several Unified Authority soldiers that had apparently been there for 20 years, mysteriously, although the group had also determined that this asteroid seems to play havoc with time, apparently. Venturing deeper into the asteroid, they found artificial structures that were Forerunner in nature, the Forerunners being an ancient extinct civilization from 100 million years ago. Within the structure of this artifact, they encountered the Anomaly once again in this strange control room. Fighting their way deeper into the structure, they encountered a strange miasma that seemed to bend space and time. Daring fate, they reached out and took control of this slip space shard, as the GM has started calling it, and in one fell swoop knocked out the Anomaly. Just as the sound of combat went silent, the room began to shake, and they recognized the unmistakable sound of a very, very large spacecraft flying overhead. And that, my friends, is where we find the freelancers. Music on here? You are inside this alien structure. The Anomaly lays like an inert pile of stone on the ground. Drake and Drugel, you are in this large chasm or cavern that had housed the slip space shard, and Drake, you are holding in your hand. It feels much lighter than its size would belay. What do you do?
I'm gonna look at Drugel and say, while I'm holding the crystal, I can taste the flow of time. Do you think that's a problem?
Just shifty eye Drugel. I don't know. Don't get used to it. Should not have shot that.
Yeah, I was wondering what you were thinking, but I don't know. You're the scientist.
Yeah, well, scientist is one word.
Data scientist. Data miner.
Don't know why you people let me carry a gun, but here we are. Can we reach Catbap?
As you try to reach out with your comm array, you just get static. As
right.
Whatever the structure seems to be appears to block the EM transmissions in and out.
And then I would double check that I had closed that gate at the mouth of this cavern. the one that I had hacked into and bypassed before?
Yeah, you could easily just boop, it turns off.
Okay, that's all I've got.
So as the shaking is going on, and the dust is settling from this combat, Cassie is running her hand along the walls of this space, and you see like this very concerned and like dawn of realization moment on her face, and very quietly she says, oh fuck, this is I didn't put it together before because this is so far away. But this is a piece of the Halo ring. The one that detonated, 100 years ago? There's no way it should be here. It can't be here. It could not have traveled this far in this amount of time.
What's a Halo ring over comms?
And that's the name for the 7 ancient weapons. But I told you guys this was a piece of one of them.
That's the super weapon that this is part of.
Oh.
And its function... How classified was its function, Chase?
I mean, being in the SGC, you would know, generally. You were briefed.
Okay. But how classified is it for other people?
Oh, very classified. They wouldn't want to cause a panic.
So you all don't know this. Drake might have known it, but the function of this thing was to end all existence in the galaxy. So this thing wipes things out of existence that we just dealt with. This ring was supposed to do that. I'm not putting all the pieces together. I don't really understand what this thing that we just dealt with is. But that's a little too much of a coincidence for me to look past right now. And Forerunner tech is... how bad is the shaking getting?
The shaking has seemed to have ceased, so
Okay.
the shaking was kind of like the telltale feel of the kind of the gravimetric drives that certain ships use to propel themselves, so it seems to have stopped.
And I'm pretty sure that that was definitely not the Nuria that we just felt shaking above us. And Dakiri? Did Rot's crew have access to like big old Covenant ships that might have the tech that detects Forerunner artifacts? Forerunner technology?
Gary is overlooking the remains of the anomaly right now and looks over at Cass and says, each of the capital ships under Rod has a luminary, which is specifically charged with finding such technology.
Okay, we're fucked.
But that's
the brave leader, sir.
That's good though, right? They know what we're on, so they won't just fire us out of the sky.
They won't want to, no.
Okay.
If they, the only reason, I can only think of 2 reasons they would have come here. One, because someone's wanting to follow up with Takiri. Or 2, Antok now realizes that this has Forerunner tech. Didn't want to let it go.
Oh, it's probably both.
Yeah, it probably is both.
How much respect do we have for the lives of everybody on whatever ship just showed up? And I'll point that question towards Cassie and Takiri.
You know how I feel about people who are just, doing their jobs or trying to make the best of like bad situations. But people like at the head of these organizations usually aren't that. And Cassie will just look at Takiri and wait for Takiri's input.
Sorry, I had a distraction here.
Just looking for Takiri's
what's the-
input on whether on
I'll
how
repeat
much
my
we.
question.
Okay, go ahead.
How much respect do we have for the lives of the people on that ship that just showed up?
Respect? None. They won't, unless they think that some of us are going to be useful to them, and quite honestly, they won't. They're here for this. And right now, we're in a bit of a bottleneck as she looks over towards the portal.
Oh, I closed it.
Okay.
They can't get in. And if the big guy is on board, what does the universe lose with them? Anything? Power vacuum? Problems?
Lose? Oh, I wouldn't shed a tear.
But you don't think Rot is here now, do you?
No, I think this is Antok and the Hunters.
Yeah.
We could rig it to blow. Negotiate, give them the rock, explode it when they aren't looking, because if they can't get into this passage, they won't know that the explosives are here.
The risk that they find out, or that the detonation doesn't work, or any of those things, or that I don't feel great about leaving this thing behind in their hands, regardless of whether we have it set to detonate.
We've got an extraneous drone, and I'm assuming that Polak's drone is still following us, unless we left it on the ship.
No, if you guys hadn't stopped it, it's just been silently following you guys around and recording everything.
Was there any intelligence on that thing? Like, how does it?
I think it's just a live stream drone, right?
If you guys inspected it, yeah, you know that there's little baseball-sized things that do real-time communication across long distance. So that's basically what it does. Dumps it to a cloud server someplace.
Can I see if it's still transmitting outside of this bubble that we can't reach CapApp from? Is it also interrupted?
If you check it, yes, it is interrupted. Whatever stopped. So it's basically caching data right now.
Okay. We don't want them to have it. Blowing it up, I feel like, is a good plan B. I mean, we might as well, we could consider setting some charges around. I guess you just need like one little bitty charge, and then the Nat Quadri would take care of the rest. Just a grenade with like some rope attached to like a miniaturized drone would probably do it. But then ideal scenario is that we take this with us. We keep it.
Do we really think that Antok will let us leave with this if they know there's Forerunner tech on it?
Highly likely not.
That's the piece of the puzzle I can't thread. How do we
What
accomplish?
would we do with it?
You just get it away from these people for now.
I mean, there's not another soul for, and I'll give whatever the appropriate light years are that I would have bubbled us in, because I would have bubbled us as far away from civilization as possible, even
Remote
remote
sector.
civilization. Yeah, because we talked about that last time.
Hey, do the pirates have like a code where like if you challenge Antok in a duel of combat, you get to control the ship and be the pirate king or whatever?
Yeah. Do they have like...
This is a very keep what you kill kind of society.
Necromongers. I would have thought that it would have been more Caribbean style where they all vote for the captain.
Well, they're a little bit less democratic. It's more of it's a meritocracy, so to speak.
They have a voting system, but no one actually believes in it. They vote, and then someone kills whoever wanted to win anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
whoever wanted to win does the killing anyway.
Yeah.
So hey, we could like challenge. Could you take Antok in a fight? Could we take Antok in a fight? Could we like just be like, we challenge you to a trial by combat? You know, that kind of thing.
I'm guessing Deck has never seen that happen.
Oh, you've seen it once or twice.
But amongst pirates, I would imagine. Not.
Probably just.
Yeah.
It probably just doesn't get announced. Someone just dies.
Well, you got, yeah. I mean, you are a pirate. You were a pirate. You got the tattoo. You've just seen, you've seen Antok just murder people when they try. Antok is Antok is a Sashayan, so he is kind of one of those flying creatures that has like bluish skin and red eyes. But you know that Antok normally uses some sort of power armor javelin when they fight.
Just about to say that.
Great.
Fuck. I need a couple more levels. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of ways we can get out of this situation, because obviously, like, us jumping into the Neri and battling the frigate is probably option double Z.
Yeah.
And as
we're highly outclassed.
Continue, Dikiri, sir.
How much time do we need to figure out whatever it is that does, as she points at the slipstream shard?
If I know.
We can probably take that with us. And my vote is to explode the rock and run away. Well, run away first and then explode the rock.
Right.
Obviously, order of operations.
We can at least rig the rock to blow and then decide to trigger it or not. Or would we have to set it on a timer?
Getting out of here is going to be a part of the problem, and I don't know how long that's going to take. Well, actually, if it takes longer than X amount of time, we're probably dead anyway.
So, if we rig this space with a connection to a small... So, we couldn't talk to Cap-Bap even with the door open, right?
Correct.
Okay. So, I can't trigger anything below grounds electronically. But if we had a small piece up top, I can disable this door so they can't get into it. It's just the top of the rock that they can get to, provided there are no other doorways.
They could also have someone like you, right?
Yeah.
Not as good.
as
No, of course not as good. We all know that. How many actionable fighters are on a frigate of that size? Like actual people we worry about.
Antok's ship can carry a complement anywhere from 64 to 500. I don't know how many hunters there are right now.
People.
People.
You know that it could carry a wing of fighters, so approximately 15 fighters.
I'm talking about individual people.
Fighter. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Is that the answer? Or?
He was right.
Do I-
64 to 500.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought you meant fighter craft. Like,
Go ahead, Dakiri.
No, that was it.
Okay.
Chase, I'm inspecting the anomalies remains. Is there anything to learn there?
no, it's you can tell like if you well, how do you inspect its remains? Are you just looking at it visually, or are you touching it?
I mean, I'm first looking visually before I touch it. Like, what is it? Is it organic? What does it look like?
Right now, since it's laying on the ground, it actually kind of resembles the stone. But you can see, like, across its surface, there are these little ripples, and, you know, when you see kind of reactive fluids, it kind of, the surface kind of moves a little bit. You can tell that the thing is still alive.
Oh, it's not dead?
I knocked
No,
it
she
out.
knocked it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
I missed that part.
So that's the other piece of the puzzle. We still haven't dealt with this thing fully.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, it's knocked out, but I don't know for how long, or what that even really means.
Oh.
Could we pass it off as the Forerunner artifact to Antok?
Oh my god. I mean...
Use that as a bargaining chip to get away with the rock in tow? Because if this is what they're looking for, they've probably never seen anything like it.
On the one hand, if they don't know what they're about to... Well, they would know what they're about to deal with, because... On the one hand, this thing could decimate them. On the other hand, they could subdue it. And I don't like the idea of them figuring anything out from this thing.
Is it connected to the crystal?
I don't know. I
'Cause
mean,
if we take the crystal with us, maybe it stays unconscious. Or it ends up teleporting through the slipstream back to us, which
yeah, it
is
might be
also
tethered,
scary.
you know, more one way or another tethered to us via that crystal, potentially. I think what Drake saw in his vision, correct me if I'm wrong, Drake, was that thing and the crystal, right? Was the crystal in your vision?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, sort of. The shimmer was, yeah. I really don't remember.
Love it. I will say, you know, just if this helps provide a direction, as you guys are talking, Drake, you're kind of just standing there, looking at the corpse of the Unified Authority soldier who you saw kind of making their last stand next to the shimmer, the one that has the markings of a commander on their armor. And as you're kind of saying, I kind of don't remember, and you like tap their foot with your foot, and then immediately as you make connection with this armor, a red pop-up shows up on your screen, and you can see an audio log has been automatically uploaded as the source of the SOS.
What does that audio log say?
It says this.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oxygen levels critical. This is Commander Guam.
Can you hear it?
That's too quiet, sorry.
Okay. Let me stop the music.
Final message.
Oh no, I'll restart it.
Yeah, could
You
you...
got this.
Yeah,
Is
it's
there a
still
way to
very
boost the
quiet.
volume a little still?
I got it. I got it.
Thank you.
Very cool though.
Yeah.
No. First time trying it. Normally I'm not trying to drown you guys out with sound effects, so let's give this a shot and see. I have one other thing I can try to.
Oxygen levels critical.
This is Commander Anna Guam of the UAS Cervantes, and I reckon this will be my final message. The rest of my men are dead. Killed by that devil or whatever it is. I don't know how long I've been held up in this miasma. Seems to play hell with the chrono. But that doesn't matter now. My oxygen is almost gone and that thing is still out there. We were...
It
What?
cut.
Lost
It
it.
cut.
Petty Officer Wallace tells me that the quantum field generator and its backup both blew. Says it couldn't have been an accident. That it shouldn't have been possible. But I know the truth. I've been living with the burden of my sins for 16 years, and I finally decide to face man's earthly judgment, and then the Lord decides it's time for me to face his. Let it be known that he is not without a sense of humor, and I now find myself here in purgatory. This device, it seems to create a field, keeps the creature at bay. Plays hells with the senses, though. Makes it hard to know left from right. Don't know how much longer I can stand it. If I'm gonna die here, I'm gonna face my divine judgment standing on my own 2 feet. Like my mama taught me. I just wish my men wouldn't have suffered the same fate. My dear brother would insist that they don't have souls. But serving with them these last few years has taught me different. I was their shepherd, and I failed them. But I suppose the Lord works in mysterious ways. Who am I to question him?
Oxygen reserves depleted.
Well, guess it's time for me to meet my maker. I wonder if he'll smile on me. This is Commander Anna Guam. Signing off.
Okay.
Well,
So, what were the key pieces of information? The shard actually repels the creature, or the field did, that the shard was generating.
it causes some sort of disorientation.
Which I found out last week, yeah. What
I
else
mu-
was
I
essential?
I accidentally muted it during a kind of a key part because I was muting myself. The UAS Cervantes, their slip space drive blew, and so did the backup generator. And they got stranded on this rock in slip space, which shouldn't be possible, being stuck in slip space.
Right. And this is a slip crystal.
And well, I'll leave you with that for a moment.
So if we do engineer this somehow into the area, we could get away,
Yeah.
and they would not be able to get to us.
Yeah, that's what I was taking from it, but I'm not sci-fi.
Because we would be out of phase.
But how would we engineer that?
It also occurs to you, where is the UAS Cervantes?
Yes.
Wasn't that part of the report that I read when I looked up this rock originally?
You'll remember, Drugel, when they looked it up, they didn't actually find anything on this rock specifically. There was no record of this rock, or the Cervantes. You had just found the metallurgical analysis was similar to the superweapon from a century ago.
Oh, that was the connection I made.
Yeah, you actually, this rock seems to be an unknown quantity, which you now know is a shard from the Halo array.
Where is the Cervantes?
It's a big shard.
So, like, are we on it?
God, sorry, I was muted. Is it big enough for the Cervantes to have landed on this rock? On this piece of Halo?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, well.
It's on the other side of the rock. Might be able to escape with it, but then we would leave Cap-Ap. We don't know where he's at. He does have
Probably
a
hiding because Antok showed up. It's my guess.
Yeah. Well, Cap-Ap has been survived a long time without us. We can think about him. We can see what we can do, but until we can contact him, there's nothing we can do for him.
Right.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do.
But I change where that portal comes out.
It seems to be mostly like a doorway. When you like kind of interface with it and you start messing around with the hieroglyphics, like the Forerunner hieroglyphics, it's like a site-to-site transport, just a dedicated one.
Got it. Okay.
Do we know for sure this is the only way in and out?
Have we gotten a good enough idea of this space yet to figure that one out, Chase?
You know, you guys can explore. If you guys spend some time exploring the map, you do find like what's a little control center over to the north of the map, but that seems to be mostly for the containment field for the shard that you guys just grabbed. That guy right there. Yep, that's on the map. You know, there is a ravine that seems to go like kind of deeper into the structure of the ring, but it's kind of like a fissure into the ground, so to speak. This place seems to have been pretty well sealed, like a tomb almost, to keep the shard where it was.
Yeah. Actually, since the thought of the Cap-Ap was brought up as a thing, and I'll take that seriously, Drake is gonna look outward and try to reach Cap-Ap using the source. I'm gonna use telepathy as psychic contact, and the thing that I'm sending him is concern, and he can give me a reply. So me showing concern for Cap-Ap.
After a moment, you feel a motion of relief, and then you hear one word: hiding.
I'll look back at the group. Cap-Ap is hiding. He's relieved that we're around.
So
The Curie looks over at the portal. Does that only go to the other portal, or is there a chance that that could be reprogrammed for somewhere else?
Already tried.
Dedicated.
Sorry if I missed that.
It's okay.
No, that's okay. I had a DM question. I didn't announce anything to the group, so yeah.
So our two options: face the pirates head on, or find the Cervantes.
Let's find the Cervantes. I don't feel like killing like approximately 64 to 500 pirates.
Same.
I mean, if you told me like 10 to 20, I'd be like, fine, let's do this. But 64 is my limit, actually. If it was 63, I'd be down. But 64 is just, I just can't do it, Deck.
Yeah.
I am using precisely the numbers that I was given by our GM.
And if we manage to sneak off the Cervantes, along the way, we could leave a detonated charge on the top of this rock that I should be able to communicate with and detonate remotely.
Could you,
And
if you're worried about communicating it, could you just like make a timed one, like a day, like or 7 hours or whatever?
yes.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Infinite
Raider.
Monkey Tales,
Hey.
for the raid.
Aw, thanks. Infinite
The-
Monkey Tails.
Appreciate it. The group currently is on inside a shard of a destroyed superweapon. They have a shard of slip space that lets them to affect time, and they know that there's approximately 64 to 500 space pirates waiting for them outside of a teleporter. So they're trying to figure out how to get off of this derelict superweapon and keep the weapon out of their hands.
Looks like they were just playing Blades in the Dark. Hope it went well.
Hi.
Beautiful.
Yeah, let's find the Cervantes and then, have the detonator. I think that's our best bet right now. That sound good, team?
That does.
And this deck points down at the anomaly.
I mean, I can't banish it to the Shadow Realm or anything. I don't know.
What do we think the odds are that like Antog's group could subdue this thing again? If it lashed out, if it like woke up and lashed out.
I mean, you guys were able to brute force it.
That's kind of what I'm worried about.
Drake's vision showed it just had the what would you call it, the benefit of surprise and terrain. You guys had kind of known what its deal was when you faced it. And it was wounded when you fought it the second time.
Would it survive an explosion of the rock?
It's a corporeal being right now. It seems like it would be destroyed, but I mean, you're dealing with... It's hard to tell. I mean, your guys' bullets hurt it. You would think an explosion would.
And then, is there something around here that will help us contain it or deal with it that we should be looking for as a meta storytelling question?
Yeah.
No, I would say that, the shard that you have is the best way of controlling it, and that's just to keep it kind of at bay.
Yeah. Okay, well, there's nothing that can be done about the fucking anomaly that time forgot. But this crystal will keep it away.
The message said that the crystal kept it away when it was in the field generator.
Yeah, but now I'm a field generator.
So we bring it with us.
Oh yeah.
Right.
This is like... I could sell that. This could buy me so many whiskeys.
The anomaly, not the crystal.
Oh. I have no answer for that.
How much time do we have left on oxygen?
Maybe 45 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well,
Guys were pretty quick.
We should get moving before they send out scouts.
Go.
So Drugel would probably go first and probably be just a little creepy and open up the invisible door and like protrude their eyeballs out on like little stalks to see. Yeah. So Drugel's an amoeboid. They can change their own shape, so they roughly look. You can see our artwork. It roughly looks like a potato with arms and legs. But yeah, we're gonna be creepy for a second. So I would open the door, stick some eyeballs through, basically take a picture, bring the eyeballs back, and close the door.
You do realize that this works kind of like the Stargate does. Like, you have to pass yourself through the event horizon, but you can send a drone.
this drone has done this before.
Well, we can send Palak's drone.
What?
Block's drone doesn't report back to us, though.
I mean, I can make it.
Just send Akiri's drone.
We could just use
Yeah,
mine.
we could just send to Kiri's drone.
All right, so deck sends the drone through with instructions to return back after scanning the area.
Okay, so the drone flies out after, a set amount of time the drone pops back and immediately uploads a video to you. You can see. At first, you're a little confused because it seems like the stars have changed in the sky, the night sky above the rock. But you actually realize that it's just the lights from the underside of a massive pyramidal-shaped ship that is hovering above the rock, and you can see a beam of purple light shining down onto its surface, representing a gravity field generator, something that people can use to come and go from the ship from orbit.
That exocraft that was on the surface, how would that fit all of us?
Yes, a little bit of squeezing.
Was it still viable?
It was
Yeah, there was nothing
operational
wrong with
when
it.
I checked it.
And on the video, right before the drone flies back through the portal, you can see the movement of several vac suits on the surface.
Yeah. Any idea how many?
No way to tell. You see a few.
Okay.
They seem to
There's
be inspecting the exocraft.
There's only going to be more the longer we wait.
Yeah.
We should
True.
So any explosives that we do attempt to like hide in a nook or cranny right outside the store on our way out, just as a like security thing, that's what Drugel's doing right now. Helping with the drone and trying to figure out how to rig that explosive.
Just asking, did you guys bring explosives? The only explosives I knew that anyone had was the stun grenades that Cassie had acquired.
Well, you know that Cassie is a pack rat when it comes to these sorts of missions, so whatever would be reasonable for Cassie to have carried with her.
I'll just going on a meta level say that you guys felt like that something like the Cervantes, if it's in a UAS ship, it's going to have torpedoes and whatnot. That's probably your best bet if you're trying to to blow something up.
Because the other thing that we were concerned about is being able to get a signal through to spark the detonation.
Right. You were thinking timed detonation, which is a legitimate thing. If you guys had a timed explosive, you could.
But then, time is weird here because apparently...
Time it 10 minutes early or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So there's Cervantes.
Okay.
Are we guys
bringing the anomaly?
No. I don't know. I asked a meta story question. I was told the crystal repels it. We have no means of dealing with it. To me, that means take the crystal, leave the anomaly.
Perfect.
That's kind of what I'm hearing too.
Stray anomaly that you found. So are you guys? Are you guys
put it in a bag of holding?
Beautiful.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm
sure nothing will go wrong there.
Let's not repeat mistakes of the past, Job.
I would say there is no like wrong answer you could. It's just like it defies almost understanding. So are you guys stepping through the portal then? Mm-hmm. Alrighty. So
with weapons drawn, Charles.
Oh,
of course.
All of the UA suits that we're currently in do have a camouflage feature. I would recommend we enact it because it gives us a +2 to stealth, I believe, or dexterity stealth rolls, because it'll camouflage us to our environment and make us look like just rocks.
Yep, and I'll give it to you guys that you did it before. It takes an hour for the pigments to change. It's usually done during a short rest. But going down to the surface of the rock, you would have probably planned ahead and done it. So I'll just say that you guys would have done it. Alrighty, I'm going to switch the scene. Yep. Alrighty, jumping over. You guys are going to be at the bottom half of the map. The bottom right corner.
I love a bottom moment.
As you guys step through the portal, I would let you guys organize yourselves in that little nook down there, however you would, but I kind of try to put, maybe Tack in front and Drake in front.
I'm good with my spot.
Let me check one thing.
And then before we left the planet, I would make sure to close that door behind us so they can't get into the rock without
Sure.
finagling. And the anomaly presumably can't get out.
Gotcha. All right, yeah, you can easily kind of like flip the door closed as you do it. You
But
have
I
the
wouldn't close it now because that's our escape route right at this particular second.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, all right, as you guys step out of the portal, you can see in front of you several shapes are kind of gathered around the exocraft from the Telpat Ren. I would say, Tack, through the ground using your Solate Golo senses, you can sense two figures standing approximately 20 yards away, or 20 meters away. One of them is quite large. I just shift pressed on there. Although you guys don't have line of sight because that is a solid wall, you know that there are two larger figures there. I would say for right now, none of the creatures seem to be aware of your presence, but you can see you're kind of a direct line of sight. The ones over here are going to see you in just not too long.
If this is all happening, I could ask like them to tuck down, like tuck downward if we see them. That way we're not in line of sight of those. That's a thing we could do.
Sure, if you guys are, yeah, if you guys are going to want to try to hide.
I mean, that would just be Drake's initial suggestion. People can hide or not hide.
Okay.
Is it going to be possible for us to get from where we're at to the vessel hiding?
I mean, got a lot of open ground. Oh,
sorry. Yeah, I'm just going. I'm just thinking. At least I can try to get someone dead to rights, and then the fighting can start.
The element of surprise.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay. If everyone wants to try to hide, roll me dexterity stealth tests. You have a +2 because of your combat arm.
I would actually like to use a source power to help us, which is create an illusion, basically like a mirror situation, so they don't see us.
Alrighty. I'm gonna change the music a little bit.
Yeah, that is a thing that I do. So I cast an illusion over this space to make it look empty. Basically, when we come over, I just hold out my hand, and it's like we're not standing here.
Beautiful. Using your illusion power?
Yep. It's Figment, I believe.
Figment. Gotcha.
It's I'm expertise, so it can be like the size of a room.
Perfect. Like yeah, you just basically make this look like an empty space again.
Yeah, because this is what my character does. And then if that establishes it's unseen, I'll ignite the saber and be like,
yep.
If Jack's stealthy and wants to join me, feel free. But I'm gonna try to. I'm hoping.
That music is real loud. Just a heads up.
Let me turn it down.
I'm hoping to try to catch the Jill Rahane dead to rights, and I'm assuming this will require a stealth roll.
Yes, it will.
Okay. This is at a +1. No, +2 because it doesn't have it. 14.
Alrighty.
To sneak up on the
Rahane is going to roll. I'm going to roll a perception test.
Yeah.
I'd like to do something in concurrence with that, but I'll wait.
Was I moving with Drake?
Up to you.
Yeah, I will.
If you would like to be.
Then same.
So we got 3 people stealthing out. All right, if you guys are, then roll me perception stealth tests. 16 from Dakiri.
Perception stealth?
Correct.
Dexterity stealth.
Dexterity stealth.
Okay. So I will roll it, and and then let me know what bonus I have because of Drake's thing and all of that.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's not it doesn't give you a bonus. It's just fictionally like it lets us not be seen in that area.
Okay.
Right.
For all the non-stealthies.
So then I have a +2 from my armor to that then.
Yeah, 12.
Right. So yeah, anyone who's so just to clarify, you guys are kind of standing in a room. Anyone who is sneaking forward out into the open to try to get the jump on anybody needs to roll.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I got real distracted from all of the tension and everything, but Cassie would have wanted to heal people up before we left this room. That room. There was enough time for that, right?
Yeah, I mean, you guys were down there for quite a while. So if you want,
I had a brain fart moment as a player. Sorry.
Okay. If you want
Realize that some of us are probably really low on fortune.
Before we do that, can I get a quick show of hands of who is stealthing out, like to try to get a jump on? So 4 people stealthing out to get a jump on. Okay. Yeah.
I melee. Like if I don't stealth, it's going to take me 2 turns to get to anyone.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So I think we're all going slowly but surely, unless there's something that needs hacking.
Sure.
I wasn't gonna get into melee. I just was getting a little bit out.
I'm getting out to the ship. I want to get as close to the ship as possible so that we can get it started.
Okay. So I would say, Cassie, I mean, you're not under any duress. If you want to get 1 healing on anyone who needs it, then go for it.
All right, let me do that. So sorry. So sorry. I had such a bad moment on my part.
Forgot to mute.
Right.
Okay. So what I'll do here is
I just roll the healing, like you're gonna succeed. So I'm
yeah,
just saying,
but
like,
just jaunt and heal multiple people at once.
right, yeah.
What were you saying, Chase?
I'm just trying to like keep things moving. So I'm just saying, like, you're not gonna fail on rolling. So I think only 1 or 2 people probably need healing. Just roll the healing. You get 1 healing word. Oh, not healing word, but 1 Naquita healing per person.
Oh,
you know?
per person? Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it moving since, you know.
Okay,
So just roll the healing.
Oh, okay. I didn't understand that. Sorry.
Yeah, you there's no chance of you failing if you did it in the room. So
do we want to do separate rolls for everybody, or?
sure.
Okay.
Whoever needs it. I'm not sure who all got hurt. Ikiri maybe? And Drake?
Definitely me.
Yeah, I'm only down by 3, so I don't necessarily need it.
I'm in a much rougher spot at the moment, actually.
Because I also feel like it makes sense. You guys aren't, like, you don't have all the time in the world. You spend a lot of time discussing.
No, that's fine. That's fine. All right. So, that first heal, I'll take that first heal. Who's taking the second heal?
I will. That's fine. Thank you.
Drake, you get 7. Dakiri, did you need heal?
I could take it.
9. And then we're good, yeah?
Dr. Healing? Okay, so, alright, so to set the scene, you guys are in the Figment room that Drake set. Drake was trying to sneak up and get a jump on the Jurel Hanai. Drugel was trying to sneak out towards the exocraft. Tak was also, I think, trying to sneak towards the Jurel Hanai.
I was
Cassie,
going for the Ungoy.
the Ungoy?
If Drake's going for the Jurel Hanai, I'll go for the Ungoy.
Alright, and Cassie, where were you trying to go?
I just want to get within line of sight so I can level my Zat at somebody.
Okay, well, you wouldn't even need to leave the shimmer, the Figment to do that. You could.
Oh, okay.
You could aim at that Ungoy from the opening of the thing. All right, so
We'll do that.
if that's your intention, then I would say you don't need to put yourself at risk of being seen.
Perfect.
All right, so I will look at the stealth rolls that we have. So attack yours is an even 13 because of the bonus and the penalty. right?
13 takes the penalty into account, so add 2 to that, so 15. Right?
Oh, yes.
There's
I
no
gotcha.
bonus on that roll.
Right, yeah, so that's 15. Okay, so the minimum roll that we have right now is a 14. Alrighty. So as you guys begin to kind of sneak out, you can see the armor that you are wearing kind of blends in to the background. Drake, Tak, and Dakiri making their way towards the Jiralhane. Drugel kind of trying to get out towards the exocraft. Drake and Tak, I would say you sneak around the corner, picking your way past a couple of those Unified Authority corpses laying on the ground. As you pass over one of the corpses, unfortunately, it kind of flips to the side, like as some of the regolith on the ground shifts, and the Jiralhane looks up, detecting the movement. Rolling a 15 on the dice plus their bonuses, unfortunately. And I would say, do you want me to place you where you would think? Because you guys got most of the way out there before you were spotted. Do you want me to put you on the map where I would think you'd get to?
Yep.
So Drake would be here. Dak would be here. And Drugel, your intention was to try to get to the exocraft?
Yes, with my 17 stealth.
Gotcha. As you guys are marching out, you can see the Jiralhane locks eyes with you, Drake. You're kind of blending in, getting most of the way to him. You can hear him.
Open the comms channel and say, "Intruders, we are going to fight. Put down your weapons."
And then I would say, roll initiative. I clicked the button a little too early. So remember, you can click your pogs and then roll initiative, and it will automatically add you to the initiative.
I didn't click my pog first. I just rolled initiative.
Okay, I will add you to the initiative tracker then.
I still don't think it's taking my penalty into account.
That's fine. So it's a 16.
Maybe, yeah. No, for me that would make it a 9.
Oh, I looked at the wrong thing. Okay, Drugel had a 12. I don't think it's taking the armor penalty into account, so that would be it.
For me, it did, because I
-1?
have a -1 on
did
mine.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So 12 for Drugel. All right, who was able to successfully get it to roll to their character? I see Drake on here with an 11.
I did.
That looks correct. I see Dakiri with an 18. Got Tak with a 6.
Yep.
Cassie with a 10. All right.
Mine should be a
that
9.
looks accurate.
Oh,
Okay.
Is it?
technically mine should be 19, now that you say that.
19? Okay.
Yep.
Mine
One
should be
higher?
a 9.
Okay.
It's still not adding my armor penalty. It doesn't matter that I've got it on here. I don't know.
Strange. Great. All right. So I'm going to sort the initiative. All right. So as you guys are making your way out, walking across this kind of barren landscape, the ground shifts. The Jiralhane sees you, lets out a shout of alarm, and we roll for initiative. It's 7:13. Do we want to take a quick break and then come back and do the combat?
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Perfect. We're going to take a quick break, everybody. And then we are going to come back and have a little showdown with the pirates as you guys try to make your way to the Cervantes. So don't forget to enter the giveaway. So type in !pirate if you want to enter the player giveaway, and type in !big churn if you want to enter our ongoing giveaway. So stick with us. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. And we are back. Thanks for sticking with us, folks. Don't forget to enter that giveaway, !pirate, for your chance to win a copy of the Expanse RPG and their first adventure path. Our group of freelancers emerging from the portal that brought them from deep within this the structure of this ring. Start to sneak in and try to advance on the pirates that have arrayed themselves across the surface and are spotted. An alarm goes up, and the brutish voice of a towering, 10-foot tall Gerald Hanai, covered with shaggy fur and a vac suit, yells out, "Intruders!" And we are going for initiative. All right, let me switch over the music to the dance music. Oh, wrong button. 1 second. Let's try that again. Round 2. Okay. With a 19 at the top of the initiative, Dakiri, you are up. You can see, just to describe in front of you, you see a 10-foot tall Gerald Hanai holding an underslung grenade launcher with a wicked blade on it. A wicked blade, wicked weird blade, right here. Next to him is a Ungoi holding one of those brute shotguns. And then in the distance, you can see towards the exocraft are several other pirates wielding all kinds of various ranged weapons. Is the volume level on the music okay? Okay.
All right, so Dakiri yells out that the Jirahane has a grenade launcher. She takes a shot at him from her current position with the Needler rifle.
Excellent.
Real slow. 16. Oh, it has an aim bonus. I didn't mean to do that. 15.
15. Let me get back to the object and token layer. What is happening here? Okay, I had to move down. 15 hits.
All right. For 10 damage, and there was a 2-point stunt on that.
Beautiful.
Everyone's melee around me. Cassie has a shot, right? Double team
does.
Cassie.
At the... I'm so sorry, I missed which...
Jirahane at the very bottom.
Okay.
Jirahane.
Woo! Okay, alright. Well, here we go. I had the Zat out.
Perfect.
E 14.
14 hits.
Cool. 4 points of
4 points of damage.
And is
armor
this terrain?
penetrating or whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, is the terrain to the south of me? Is there like cover?
Yeah, so you think if you go right here, you could, I know that's kind of between squares, you could give yourself a +1 to your defense, a +1 to your damage reduction, but it would give you a -1 to your attacks.
I'll take it for now. And she moves there. That's my turn.
All right, I'm going to do one thing really quickly so I can see these rules just a little bit more clearly, because I have that here. Yeah, it's actually a +2 armor bonus, so you have damage reduction of +2 instead of +1. As you kind of put yourself into these stalagmites, the things coming out of the ground. All right, so Dakiri's Needler rifle rings out, and you can see as these bolts are striking, the brute like barely seems to flinch as these needlers are impacting into them. But then from the behind the rock, you hear Cassie's Zat, and it goes soaring over the vac suit's shoulder and fries them, ignoring their toughness. They are up and have taken a little bit of damage. Alrighty, Dakiri, is that your turn?
It
Next
is.
up is the Ungoi with the Mauler. The Ungoi, normally if people are clumped together, they can get a couple of shots off, but unfortunately neither of them are. So it levels its shotgun on Tack, firing one of its blasts, if I actually remember to have the character sheet up. Does a 15 hit?
Just hits.
Gotcha. So as the Mauler shot rings out, oh, damn! For 19 points of damage. As Tack,
I'd soak 8 of that at least.
jeez. So Tack, caught unaware, thinking you were gonna gain stealth on this, the shots distract you. You look up to the side and you can feel the sting as multiple of these hot pieces of lead strike your body. I think it should continue. Does it just keep replaying? Okay, it keeps replaying the same song over and over again. Let's go to this one. Okay, that's how I did it. All right, the Ungoi is going to then step kind of behind this rock a little bit. I can't get him between squares. The Ungoi is attempting to gain cover from Drake and Tack, so you can see he's getting the same bonus and penalty as they kind of move behind the cover. Next, an initiative with a 15. Wow, this is pretty stacked for the enemies. Up to the north, very far away from you guys, but just within reach of within rifles. I'm gonna shift click it. Oh, I moved him further north. Is a Kigyar with a carbine, and seeing Cassie kind of out in the open is gonna make a shot at Cassie.
I thought I was in the illusion.
Oh, I thought you stepped out to fire. So no, then
You
then
told
the
me
shot
that I
would
didn't
only
have to
be-
leave to fire.
Oh, I apologize. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I thought you were staying back here. That's like where you were staying. So like when you.
But there's no
when you
way
were
I
out
could have
there,
gotten a
that's fine.
shot off on the people that we were talking about if I had. So, you.
Correct. Okay. Well, that's just that's a misalignment of communication. I said that you could get a shot off on the Ungoi with the pistol. So then I thought when combat broke out, you'd moved. So we'll just say that you are in cover because that was a mix-up in communication, and he is going to take the shot at Drake and Tack. But you will be, I guess, revealed. Well, you know what? Yeah, we'll see. You'll be revealed the next round as fighting has started, and like they can see the fire coming out of that pigmented area. Because you shouldn't have been able to shoot the Gerald Hanai from cover. You should have been able to shoot the Ungoi from cover.
Okay.
Is that okay? Yeah. So it was a mix-up. Sorry, I for some reason I thought maybe you had moved. So that's my mistake. So he's not going to get a shot off on you, but I would say in the next round they'll start being able to see it since combat's happening.
Okay.
All right. So the carbine rings out, and I would say he's going to take a shot at you, Drake. Kigyar pirate carbine. This is going to say. Why is it mislabeled? Let's do this. All right. Does a 14 hit your defense, Drake? Oh, you're muted, sir.
Hi. Yes, it hits. It matches.
Okay. Are you going to try to block or anything?
Sure. Let's do that.
Okay.
No, it's unsuccessful.
Okie dokie.
Oh no, it is successful. My bad. I get a +1.
Okay,
So-
from Cassie.
Yep.
So, good stuff. So, yeah, as the bolt flies through, you reach up and you deflect it, burning through a couple of your power points.
Yeah.
That is the Kigyar is going to kind of tuck themselves into that little corner where they're at, and they are not moving any closer. Another Kigyar with a needler rifle right here sees you guys coming out and spots Droogle out in the open and is going to take a shot at Droogle. Droogle does a 15 hit.
Okay, so this is my first time playing with armor. So it's defense plus armor creates my hit or not, right?
Armor actually is just damage reduction. Armor doesn't increase your to hit or anything.
Oh yeah, then that hits.
Okay. So
Okay.
you can hear the as Droogle is caught kind of out in the open and several needles come soaring at them. That's 15 points. And that is the Kigyar Pirates' turn. Next up on the initiative is the Zhurlhane with the grenade launcher. He kind of looks at both of you baring his fangs and kind of grinning, and he launches a grenade towards the center of you. I'm going to need Tack and Drake to make me dexterity acrobatics tests.
Ooh, 17 total for me.
11.
11. Alrighty. And the music stopped for me. Skipping that one because that one is quite a bit. Having some problems with the music tonight, folks. I'm sorry for that. There we go. So the Zhurlhane firing with their brute shot. So the way that this works is that the roll determines what the TN is to evade it, and so he's going to roll, and then the evasion is basically half damage. So if you beat the roll, you take half damage, but they don't add anything to the rolls for grenades to the damage. So,
Damn.
Wow.
Rolling hot.
and they stunted. So with 6 stunt points, let me just look at that real quick.
So their churn goes up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So their churn goes up. Either that or our
By
churn
2,
should go down.
Because they succeeded twice, right?
No, it's not quite like that. So I would say they can apply the stunt, but it can be anyone within the zone. This is how the grenades work, but they have to. I believe they have to split them. So I'm going to say that they are going to use. I'm just going to go for fan favorite here. They're going to use basically Ricochet, and they're going to try to get Dakiri within this as well. I think, yeah. I'm basically reflavoring Lightning Shot, so they're using Lightning Shot to get another shot at Dakiri. So you can see as these grenades come flying out, so. And then you can see they're kind of bouncing around the battlefield wild. And so anyone who did not succeed takes the full damage, and that is. So Dakiri, can you roll me a dexterity acrobatics test as you are included in this attack? Nice. So, Dakiri, you take half damage from that with your 20.
Okay, this you said I had damage reduction. Does that count for this too?
It does, yeah. So this is shrapnel peppering your armor.
Thank you for that reminder, Jesus. Okay, so +5. Okay.
So as it goes off, Tack kind of throws up his shield and soaks all the damage.
Beautiful. You can hear the shrapnel bouncing off of it. That is the Zhurlhane's turn. You know what? Actually, it is going to start advancing on you, Drake. you can see it towering above you, a wicked blade on the underside of this underslung grenade launcher as it starts walking towards you. Next up with initiative is Drugel with a 12, and Drake is on deck with an 11.
Alrighty. So with my major action, I'm going to run,
Okay.
and I think that gets me, 20 meters?
Yes, double your speed.
Alrighty. So I only need 14 to 16 to get next to this vehicle. So I'm going to move up to wherever the doors are, stand next to it. Close as I can get, whatever square makes sense. And then we're going to bypass it so we can get it turned on. So,
Gotcha.
try to use one of my quick hacks to bypass it. Alrighty. So that succeeds. I think I use my RAM. And I should be able to get this thing turned on, and I'm assuming next turn in it and piloting it, so.
Yeah, and you know, I would say it wasn't necessarily locked, but you could use the bypass to activate it. So I would say with all that movement, you running, you could just slide right into the seat, and now you've basically used bypass to, go past any like key fob or anything, and now it's on.
Alright, so next time I'm going to be reversing. And I want to also make sure that we can reach Cat Bap and tell him to continue hiding.
You're gonna, what about Cat Bap?
Ask him to continue hiding.
Okay, perfect.
Just so that if he hears or sees combat going on, that he stays
Beautiful.
put.
Beautiful. All right.
And make sure that we can actually, so it reaches him?
Yeah, you can see an acknowledgement light wink on.
Perfect.
All right, Drake, you are up with 11, and the Kigyar with the shield is up after you.
I look at the Johanna that just stepped up to me and be like, oh, that's really nice that you just stepped up like that. I thought I was going to have to chase you down. It was going to be a whole thing. And I'm going to strike up very quickly at them with my unstable blade of light. Please, 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 please. Hello? There he goes. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's an 8. Wait. There's a 17 total.
17 total hits.
Yeah, I'm going to spend 4 fortune to gain 6 stunt points. I'm going to use 5 of those stunt points to destroy his weapon.
Oh, yeah!
But hold on, let me do damage first. Wait, hold on. 10 points of ignore 4 armor damage.
Gotcha.
And
so
then
your armor, your sword slices in, yeah.
Yeah, unless... Wait, wait, hold on real quick. Does Tack have grenade launcher? Does Tack want a grenade launcher?
Maybe.
Because I was deciding. So actually, I'm going to use 3 of the stunt points to disarm him and throw in its a direction of my choosing, and I just landed at Tack's feet.
Gotcha.
I'm then going to use 2 of the stunt points to skirmish him back to that spot where he left from. So 1 diagonal, 1 over.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to skirmish with them because that's how skirmish works. That's 2 points. And then I'm going to spend one stunt point to, because I had 6, yeah. So 1 stunt point to increase my initiative to 14. So I can't move him, otherwise I would, buddy. Could you move him next to me?
Right here?
2 over. That's where he started from. Yeah.
Awesome. And I see your initiative is now 14?
Yep.
Excellent. Is that your turn?
No, because that was just my action. And then I use my minor action to try to displace myself. So that brute thing shot it would be behind Tack, but like at his feet. Actually,
Gotcha.
let me just double check. Yeah, I had enough space. Cool. And then I invoke the source. I do make it. No stunt points. I don't need them. And now my AC is increased by 2, then plus 5 versus range. And then I have some kind of cover versus northerly enemies, and that will be my turn.
Gotcha. Nice of him to stand in a base-to-base contact with you.
I mean, I told him he made a mistake, and now he knows, I guess.
Yep. So as you can see the flurry of Drake's lightsaber as he basically whips the weapon out of his hands. Let me check. Is there's an opposed test for?
Oh, it is. It is opposed. It's opposed melee. You're right. I forgot about that. I was so ready and I got so excited.
It's okay. And these are stunts that we are trying somewhat for the first time. So I just am going to roll his attack roll then, right? And it's opposed by your attack roll.
Yep. So then I roll. I got him.
So you can see the incredible vice-like strength of this brute, but you basically you sear his hand with the blade, and it causes him to let go, and you fling it away from him.
I say, don't make me Count Dooku you.
And then he says, all right.
That's my turn.
With an 11, you can see this Kigyar with a needler. Oh, that's funny. I'm gonna have to move this little effect to make it show layer, map layer. There we go. This Kigyar with a shield. Droogle, you've just run into this vehicle. The doors are closed, and his hands are both occupied. He sees this. He kind of... What would he do? What would he do? You're right there. He points the needler at you and squawks at you, basically readying his action to fire at you if you don't kind of stop what you're doing. So you can see he's pointed a needler in your direction. I'm checking the chat window here because I see that we.
And that's the guy behind the rock.
That's this dude right here.
Oh,
so
that's
we can't
not a
see all
dead
their
person?
names, by the way. We're missing some of the names on the enemies.
I assumed that was a dead person because
Yeah.
Three
there
or
was
four
no
that we
name on
can't
it.
See.
It took me a
so
minute
sorry.
to figure that one out too.
I'm so sorry. I thought I'd gone through and gotten them all.
Oh
I just
god,
said
there's
the
actual
default.
people next to this thing. I just assumed that it was the Ungoy
This
and
one
the
too up here,
human.
Chase.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
The other Kigar sniper up north.
Ah! There's
That's
snipers.
funny.
We didn't know
Well-
that. It's fine. It's fine.
Sniper. I mean, that's literally sniper.
Yeah,
So
we wouldn't know about the snipers
So-
anyway if they're doing their job right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Anyway,
Exactly. So, Drew, sorry about that, guys.
That's okay.
Moving forward, it won't be an issue
Happens.
because it's now a default within Roll20. Yeah. So he's there. He's readying his action, pointing a needler at you. The Ungoy with the plasma pistol, their eyes are completely on what's happening directly in front of them. The Ungoy is going to take a couple of shots at you, Tack. Let's see, 12. 12 I'm sure misses.
Nope. So knocks away with the shield.
12 hits?
It misses.
Okay,
but
yep,
yeah.
so... Hey, Reliable, thank you very much for the subscription. Much appreciated. So, yeah, you can see these green bolts of energy kind of lashing out and just deflecting every direction haphazardly off of your shield as you interpose it. As we move on, right before Cassie, you can... actually, there's nothing yet. Yeah, there's nothing yet. We're good. Cassie, with a 9, you are kind of in this ethereal figment. You just fired, and you see all this shots going on around you. And you can see Droogle has made their way to that car. What are you going to do?
Just checking. Have any of these 3 that are around Droogle and that exocraft, have any of them been hit already?
None of them around the exocraft have, no.
Okay. Do I have a sense of which of the 3 can cause the most amount of damage?
Roll me a knowledge, intelligence tactics test.
Okay.
Right?
Sure, yeah. Meh.
I would say you're looking at them. You think that the Kigyar with the Needler probably could do the most damage. Those things, if they super combine, I mean, they can detonate somebody.
Okay, alright. Well, I will fire at them then.
Beautiful.
$16.
16s. That just hits. You can see that with their energy... Oh, their energy shield is down. No, they didn't close it. They kept it up. So they are distracted, and you can see that their golden energy shield is facing away from you. 16 just hits.
Okay. 7 of armor-piercing damage.
You can see the shot kind of whizzes past their head. Using fortune, it doesn't always hit. You can see, and kind of they duck under it, but it has a desired effect, and you now have their attention.
Okay. My other question is, how badly hurt are my allies? Are my friends?
Pack looks
Can
a
I
little
tell?
worse for wear. There's a lot of orange blood splattered everywhere from that one-way shot.
Okay. Okay. So... Just trying to remember one thing real quick. Oops. Yeah, okay. So as a... I think I'll use my minor then, just to sort of move up. Gosh. How far can I move out and still maintain, stay within the shimmer, the illusion?
None. Like you're
Okay.
basically at the very edge of it, and you can see that like you're pressing its effects even now with all the fire. They know where you are.
Okay. If I move over here, am I still within it?
I would say right here is basically the limit of it. It's like this
Oh.
room over here.
Okay.
Like
All
this
right.
whole room
Okay.
area was protected.
Well, in that case, since there's been grenade fire, I think what I'll do is I'll just stick here and wait for a better opportunity to try to heal Tack up. I suppose.
Got it. It's okay.
I could use my minor action to. I could use my minor action to guard up.
Excellent. And what does guard up do for those at home?
I'll add a +2 to my defense until the end of the round. It'll become a penalty to opposed tests that I make, but I'm not planning on making opposed tests.
Excellent. Thank you for putting the little zone on it, friend. All right, so I will say then, your fire, as you come out firing, the Kigyar had kind of readied an action. I will say that you have drawn its attention by shooting at it. So you're now a greater threat to it than Drugel sitting inside the car. So
Okay.
it turns and it looses a few needler rounds at you. And I'm gonna roll its attack.
Oh. Okay, well, guard up didn't help.
Sad. All right.
And my... Where is it? I don't think my shield can do it either. Oh, well, No, it would just not make it. Okay, never mind. There's nothing I can do except take that damage.
Got it. So Cassie coming out, venturing beyond the shimmer, taking shots and damaging this Kigyar. It kind of levels its energy shield at you and looses those needler rounds. They kind of impacting and tearing at your reinforced unified authority armor. Remember your damage reduction.
Yep.
Just
especially because of the armor. It helped a lot.
Exactly. I would say this behind the car where Drugel is. They kind of stepping around the car, putting a little bit of distance between themselves. They're watching, but they can see what's happening down there, and they're going to continue to level some shots at the opponents down here until they can figure out what to do with that exocraft. I'm going to pull up their character sheet. So they are going to make a shot at Tack, because Tack is large and imposing. There's a 14 hit.
14 just hits. Matches.
So you can see as they come around the car, they're holding what appears to be a staff weapon. The head of the staff weapon opens up with an electric charge, and then you can hear as they fire off several shots. Oh my god! That's a lot of damage!
So Tack tries to put their shield up, and it punches a hole through the shield and into their side.
Oh goodness.
But they are still up.
Tack's still up?
Just barely.
And that is their turn. Tack, you were up with a 6. Dakir, you're up next with a 19.
We don't have. There's no healing packs or anything like that. No, because it's all just fortune. So it's whether you're taking that.
I mean, yeah, right.
All right. In that case, I will.
You could come to the heal
We could.
if you want.
So can I use the miner to reach down, pick up the grenade launcher and just hold it? Like not even use it, just put it in my bag basically. Just make sure I have it with me. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So I'll do that and then I'll charge the envoy. Doing great.
Hey, guess what? An 11 hits, because the Ungoi is not very dexterous. Hey, you stunted for 2 stunt points. You can use that on adrenaline rush.
I plan on it. Hold on, I'm trying to find my... 12 points of damage. I'm not gonna slot him, I'm gonna keep him
12 points of
me.
damage.
Yeah. And
Okay.
yeah, adrenaline rush. Heal 2.
So you run up and you slam your hammer into this Ungoi, and you can see the armor, like the glass plate on its helmet, start to crack as you've done a substantial amount of damage to it. It staggers a little bit under the weight of your blow. And you feel, you used adrenaline rush?
Mm-hmm.
3 stunt points.
And you feel perfect, somewhat reinvigorated.
Oh, yeah.
Takiri, with a 19, you are up. Ongoy with a Mauler is up after you.
The Curie opens comms with the frigate above. Antak, your Bancor slime sucker, you never were very bright. Last time you sent hunters, I took out 24 of them. Keep walking into the trap, send more. It's not enough now. And I don't know if that's too much for an action. You let me know.
That's fine. No, I mean, that's a free action. Especially to goad somebody. That's a free action.
Okay, in which case,
What are you
if I
going to
still
do
have
with
an
your
action
minor and
then,
your major?
I'm going to aim on the Ongoy if I have a shot.
Yes, you do. Yeah, it's got a little bit of cover from you, the same as you do, but yeah. Aim would give you the +1.
Does an 18
That's
hit?
That is a hit.
14 points of damage.
How would you like to dispatch this foe?
In multiple pieces.
So you can see, you can hear Dakiri's voice kind of ring out as you open the comms channel, aiming at the frigate, as you pump round after round of these crystalline shards into the creature, and the Ongoy just detonates in front of you, Tack. You can feel warm bits of flesh as they do their 14 points of damage, and it explodes.
So just as a reminder to the group and for the folks watching, the last time that the Curie encountered hunters, she space-backed the entire complement. So the whole goal of this is to give Antak pause before he sends more people down.
Gotcha. All right. That is the Ongoy. So right before, you can see the Ongoy was trying to level its Mauler back at Tack, but it's taken out. Up here, this Kigyar with the carbine is eyeing what's happening down there, and it sees you, Dakiri, and is going to level its fire at you. Does that hit your defense? And remember, so you have Dakiri, since you have cover, and you did not move from outside of that cover, you have an additional 2 damage reduction.
So it just hits still. Okay.
So you can hear as it's firing these green bolts of energy at you across this battlefield, but the rocks are kind of chipping away as they fly past you. Next up, the Kigyar with a needler rifle with a... Actually, wait, Drake, you put your initiative at a 14, didn't you?
Yeah, it's me.
So you would go first.
Yeah.
Drake,
do you want to reorganize and then jump down to me?
Absolutely.
Thanks. 1, 2.
Is it 2 yet? Nope, 1 more. Aha!
Fuck. Okay, I just gotta believe that Cassie will take care of Drake. I'm just gonna start swinging and we'll see what happens, what I could do with this. 18 to hit his ugly little ass.
18 does hit.
Why can't I just stunt, you know?
I mean, you could always spend 5.
I'm going to. I'm gonna spend 5 fortune to get 7 stunt points.
Oh, yeah.
Let me resolve my damage.
How's that churn looking?
Oh, God, way to roll minimum. That's 5 points of ignore 4 armor.
5 points of ignore 4 armor.
Yep.
Got it.
Is he wearing heavy armor? Actually, hold on. Is he wearing heavy armor?
He is. You can tell that he's wearing what you would call medium armor. So it is adding a bit, but you can also tell from his physique that he's also just physically very tough. So ignoring, like, using something to ignore more armor would help for sure.
Yeah. Just double check. I looked and looked over these, and then when you roll, it's like,
Over. Just if you were looking for that, overcome toughness is a general combat stunt for 2 points.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna.
It reduces their toughness by half.
Gotcha. I'm not gonna do that. I instead am going to do 4 points for seize the initiative, so I'll move me to the top.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use 3 points for a lightning attack.
Okay.
Yeah. Just the old classic here. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
12 points of ignore forearmor.
Gotcha. So you can tell this second shot seems to do a bit more as you are kind of cutting through their tough hide. But they are still up.
Yeah. And then with my minor action, I'll just stand firm, and that will be my turn.
Gotcha. Alrighty, I moved you up to the top of the initiative. I've reorganized it, so you're now at 20. With a 14, the Kigyar with the Needler rifle is going to take a shot at Cassie. Why did it repeat that song? Okay. We will never know. We will just always assume.
The circle next to the track darkened? Is it black?
No, it's not, but maybe it just randomly, yeah.
Oh.
Cassie, does a 14 hit your defense?
With my guard up, it would. However, I can use my shield.
Beautiful.
That'll stack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
Then hang on 1 second here. Let me roll for the shield. Okay, it works.
Beautiful. So you can see this, now you've kind of caught on, you can see the different snipers and they level and unleash some of these crystalline shards on you, and they go flying off and deflecting from the golden shield that you erect just in time. Music did stop. We're going to stop it and restart it, folks. All right, that is the Kickjar with the Needler's Rifle's turn. Next up is the Brute. No longer with the Brute shot because you took it away. It says, it looks down to you and says, and he is going to try to punch you in the face. He's very large. I actually have to change this because this is just fist.
Yeah.
Luckily, he's got brawling, so he's gonna attack you with his fighting brawling test.
Look at him go. Yeah, I mean that'll hit. The fuck? I can't even deflect that. Jesus Christ.
God, the dice are hot tonight. They know something
Yeah.
I don't. So he reaches out, and you can see this guy's 10 feet tall and swings down at you with one of his fists, the size of a cinder block.
Yeah. It actually only does 1 point of damage because I have 8 toughness right now. 7 toughness, so it does 2 damage.
7 toughness? Oh, because 5 plus your
con
physical toughness.
Yeah. Drake's
Plus
a hardy
con.
boy.
Yep.
So I take it, but I'm like,
So you can feel. Yeah.
He like gets me in the shoulder, and I
alright.
try to pretend it's not that big of a blow, but it actually hurts.
Correct. You know, Chase the GM is debating if he should spend some stunt points to fortune to make the stunt be 6 stunt points, but he's not gonna. All right. On initiative count 12 in the exocraft, Drugel, you're up.
I'm backing this up. I'm gonna back it up as far as I can without hitting tack or rocks.
All right, yeah. So I would say you could probably back it up. You want me to just to move it to where?
Yeah,
you
just
would be able to
move
get
it
to?
where I don't know. I can't move the vehicle, and I can't. So, yeah, I'll just move Drupal. So yeah, I'm just.
Beautiful.
That's. I'm assuming that's a major action to drive, right?
Yeah.
Do I have a minor action? Is there anything that I can do that would be useful? I will go ahead and guard up and give myself a +2 as well, plus whatever the shielding, or if I could bypass this thing if it has any shields to put up.
It does not. It's like a little car that drives in space. There's
Perfect.
shields.
Then yes, I will guard up and give myself a +2, and then yell at everybody to get in.
Got it.
We're going
So this
dancing. or
Kidgar
something
with the
ridiculous.
needler. Beautiful. The Kidgar with the needler aims it at you and starts firing at the exocraft as you're pulling away from it. A 14. Let's say you would have total cover on the thing. It did not stunt, so it can't use any vehicle combat stunts. So you can hear the needle rounds just kind of ricocheting off of this, off the oblique angles of this exocraft, and are kind of shattering all around it as it starts to squawk and move towards you, unloading. The Ungoy with a plasma pistol is going to try to use an overloaded shot at the exocraft, which you know can help disrupt electronics. So it uses its minor action to hold, and it charges up a shot. Too many character sheets open, folks. I would say, though, the 12 is going to miss. Just because of the because it's got cover, so it's got a -1, so that misses. So you can see it charges up this overloaded shot and it fires. You can see this giant green pulse of energy flies out and goes soaring over the ship. The lights on the dashboard actually dim as the EMP kind of flows past the exocraft. You know that would have taken you out of commission for a round if he would have hit you. Next up, Cassie with a 9, and the human with the staff weapon is on deck.
Okay. I'm not quite close enough to get to tack and get into the vehicle. Can I? Since I can move, fire move, can I move heal move?
Sure. I mean, you got tactical awareness, so
Or
if you have the movement for it, right?
right. I don't know that I do actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh wait.
You probably have to do
Drake
one or
goes
the
right
other.
after attack. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get into this car, and I'm gonna prepare for when Drake and Tack are both within range of me to attempt to heal them at once.
Okay.
I have a plan. I can use a stunt attack on my healing, right?
Yeah. Wait, no. I'm not sure how stunt attack interfaces with powers like that. I think you just... Yeah, I'm not sure. You could force the stunt to get the twin power to go off.
If my dice work out.
Right.
Well, I'll try it. Here's the plan. I'll get into the vehicle, and I will prepare for when Tack and Drake are both within range of me.
Beautiful.
I don't know
Worst case
where I
scenario,
need to
only
be,
hit one
but
of them.
I'll put myself there, I guess. I don't know.
That's
Move
fine.
me to wherever makes sense.
I mean, yeah, the vehicle is, is in. Like you guys are going to
Okay.
be cramped. This is made more for 4 people, but you guys can fit everybody. All right, Cassie, so you run in. You can see the red crystal in her palm start to glow as she hops in, readying to heal anyone who gets in. Next up is this human with a staff weapon. Them seeing you guys kind of running for the ship is going to take a couple shots at Dakiri. These large plasma bursts flying towards her. That's the wrong roll, but I'm gonna keep it. Does a 12 hit your defense?
Oop.
Gotcha. So you can see, you know that the staff weapons are not super accurate. They're just very powerful. So bits of rock explode all around you, Dakiri, as this thing is chipping away at your cover. And they're going to advance on you. All right, Tack, you're up with a 6, and Drake is on deck with a 20.
Alright, Tack will move forward and hop into the car, or at least hang off the side with the shield out. I'll then store the hammer as a miner and then pull out the grenade launcher. Is that 2 miners or just 1? To, like, swap weapons.
You can drop the thing. It's 2 miners usually to stone to draw,
Okay.
but
Well,
I would say you can drop as a
I'll
free action,
use
so you
my
can just
entire
throw them.
turn to move there, and I don't want to throw anything or drop anything, so I'll use my entire turn to move into the car and then change weapons out to the grenade launcher I just got.
Perfect.
So I've got the shield and grenade launcher now, holding on to the car.
Beautiful.
That's
All
my
right,
turn.
that's your turn. Yep. Drake, you're up with 20. Dakiri, you're on deck with a 19.
Nice. I'm gonna take another swing at this guy. Try to pick him apart. I can't do anything with that. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
8 points of ignore 4 armor.
Gotcha. You can see he is now what you would consider bloodied.
The beefy boy.
He is a beefy boy.
I'm sorry, is there some kind of plan where we're all getting in this car and driving through this or something? I missed that memo.
Yeah, that's become the plan.
Because we're trying to find the other ship so that we can get off the rock, right?
Yeah.
Got it. I don't know. Plans always are screwed, so I don't know. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be the plan.
Drake is gonna stand with No, Drake will go with it. It's absolutely fakakta, but let's do it. Drake kips up and does a flip on top of the rock and then swings down at the guy, and takes that momentary disorientation to walk over it, sprint over with his miner, catches on to what looks to be like one of those, what do you call those, fins or whatever?
Oh, that's a
spoiler?
That's a spoiler.
Spoiler, yeah. And
You
he
want to be outside the vehicle? You're outside the
I'm
vehicle?
holding on to it like swinging.
Yes!
I was like, hey, if push comes to shove, I can move faster than this thing.
That's
what
That triggers me is if you're done, Drake. Okay.
Aha! Your stunt points.
The problem is it's not enough stunt points. So
You can
I'm
always-
gonna spend. Oh god, that's so bad. It's a whole 8.
It's not too. How's your health?
After 8 fortune, it's not gonna be great.
I'll be fine. You don't gotta worry about me.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. So I guess I'll just focus on tack this round. Damn. The dice! They're just so not quite right. So I will, just remembering my power stunts properly. Yeah. I'll use Mighty Power with my 2 stunt points, and I will heal an extra D6. So
Gotcha.
you're real bad, right? Okay. So I'll spend my full 3 power points because I can, and with an extra D6, that brings me to That brings me to 46.
Hey,
oh
thank you
god
for the-
damn it. You heal 11 at least.
Thank you for
Two
the
ones
follow,
in there.
Meow Nerva. We appreciate it.
But 11, you know, it's not bad.
Pack is looking
All
good.
right. So that was your turn off
Yep.
of Drake's turn.
Yep.
Takiri, you're up with a 19.
All right. As Takiri runs for the exocraft, she's yelling out, "Do you mind if I drive?"
So knowing the space is cramped, Rugal is already like suctioning themselves in a weird U around like the edges of the craft, knowing Dakiri wants to drive.
Are you a
And-
couch potato?
I could absolutely become a seat if there was room for it. Otherwise, I'm just like
Yes.
putting myself along the wall.
Hey, and your arms could be the seat belt. You just hold on.
Hope we're okay with hugging.
All right.
Getting
So
consent before actually hugging anyone.
that's just my minor. So I am going to turn the exocraft towards the human and gun it.
Got it. So yeah, because you have the pilot thing that immediately so you just kind of slip into the seat, feel the warmth of, well, you're in a suit, so you wouldn't feel the warmth. You feel the arm around you, and you gun it. So I need you to roll me a dexterity piloting test.
You got it. $17.
All right, they're gonna try to like throw themselves bodily out of the way, but I do not think that they're gonna succeed. At best, they might reduce some of the damage. Nope. So I would. This is an exocraft, so I would say roll me. I believe it's 2d6 for this collision damage.
2d6. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, and I would have shut that door as we zoom away.
Oh, awful.
That's fine. You wing them. So like because the exocraft is meant to fly around in space. So as you kind of are lifting off, he kind of ducks to the side and you clip him with the side of the exocraft as it starts to speed away.
So for my stunt on that, I want to use Keep It Steady, which gives all the passengers a +1 bonus when making attacks from a stable platform.
Gotcha. So I would say, the exocraft is pretty fast. Are you just going forward? Do you have a general idea or direction of where you want to go?
Well, wherever the human was standing.
Gotcha. So that is the general. And you guys aren't all bound to the thing. I'm going to move it to the token layer so that I can move you all at once. All right. So, I mean, the vehicle is faster than that. I would say you could get pretty much anywhere on the visible map.
Oh, I'm turning left.
Okay. Left?
Yep.
Towards the Kigyar with the needler?
It's like you could read my mind, Chase.
All right. So as you clip the human, and they kind of are they're I would say that they're prone right now underneath the exocraft. So they basically had to drop onto their belly, not to get dropped down. And that is your turn, unless you have a.
Yep. That's it.
The Kigyar with the carbine, it is going to start taking pot shots at the vehicle, hoping to maybe disrupt or somehow harm the vehicle. You know that this is not necessarily a combat craft. Okay, the music is definitely not on repeat. Let's do this cursed roll 20. There we go. I was like, I heard it restart that time. Yeah, the Kigyar is going to make its shot at you. That's carbine. But it does not have a stunt dice, so it cannot use. Oh god, thank God. Thank the guys. It cannot use anti-vehicle stunts to like disable anything on the ship right now. And it wouldn't know to spend 5 because it's not a heroic character, or even like an important one. So it's just gonna roll damage, and that damage is gonna kind of So there will be some flavor. So you can hear as the shots are kind of like hitting the outside of this exocraft. The exocraft is a little bit tough. It's meant to survey and mining, so it's not like just disintegrating like tissue paper as these shots are hitting it. But you know that under like concentrated fire or against like an anti-vehicle weapon, it would not do well. That is the Kigyar's turn. Same thing, the Kigyar with the Kneeler. Now they see that you guys are like kind of running around here like pinballs, trying to run their friends down. He rolls his own attack. Also not stunting, but you could hear as the rounds of this heavy Kneeler rifle are like bouncing off of the ship, and you're kind of careening through this area. The brute, the brute way back here is gonna just start running towards you. You can see he's 10 feet tall and huge, just massive legs, clearing ground. Hold on. So he can get to you with a run, but he can't do much more than that. So he's gonna run up to the ship and try to do something. Maybe rip the doors off of this thing. So poof, poof, poof. Massive. And then Droogle, you're up with a 12.
Sure am. I am currently a couch potato. Can I punch the gas at this thing and then just throw it forward in whichever direction Dakiri has it pointed, or can two of us not move it?
I would say it's hard for you both to do it. Like, you might start incurring some penalties. Like, if you're both grabbing the joystick, I would have one person drive it.
Okay, then I will stick my pistol out the window and shoot the Jirohane.
Okay.
Is my pistol smaller? It's a 17 to hit with 7 stun points.
Beautiful. You hit.
Oh, I sure do. Okay, because we're in a vehicle and I'm assuming they're giving chase. Can I use these on some combat, some chase stunts?
Let me see what those chase stunts are. Look at the combat stunts you'd want first, and let me look at chase.
Okay, so I was looking at evasive maneuver. Let's be real specific. Until your next turn, attacks against you and your vehicle suffer a -2 penalty. That was what I was looking at.
Sure, then that's fine. Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to use 2 of my 7 stun points on evasive maneuver. Who else has guns out? Drake's on the outside of the vehicle. Cassie, do you still have a gun?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna double team with 4 more of my stunt points for that. So give both Drake and Cassie pot shots.
Okay, and remember, each time you use double team, it increases the cost by 1.
Okay, perfect. Then that's all 7 points.
Beautiful. And who did you name? Cassie and who?
Drake.
Drake.
Because Dakiri's driving.
Gotcha.
I know I'm not technically in melee, but how about Tack basically is, though?
Yeah, Tack has the grenade launcher out, right?
Grenade launcher
Yeah.
out, so.
Oh, then Tack and Cassie then.
Right.
Gotcha. And roll your damage too.
Oh, I sure should.
I
also
probably don't
have
hit.
stats for the grenade launcher chase.
Gotcha. Yeah, Cassie, that will not hit.
That's fine.
10 points of damage from me.
10 points. Okay.
Armor piercing.
Got that. That's important. Thank you. And Rob, I didn't see a roll in here for you.
I don't have stats for the grenade launcher.
Oh, so just roll me a dexterity roll me an accuracy test. So
Does it count as a rifle?
rifles?
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yep, rifles.
14.
All right, so that sets the TN to try to evade this damage. It's probably not gonna make it. All right, he's gonna take full damage. So roll 3d6. You don't add anything to the damage. It's just an AOE.
Got it. 10.
10 points of damage. Wonderful. So you can hear under the combined fire, so, Drugel extending their arm out, and then the grenades kind of flying out, kind of right next to the vehicle, rocking it. You can see he kind of staggers down and then pushes himself up back to his feet, tanking these rounds. He is still up. He locks eyes with you, Drake, and you can see, fury in his face. All right, that was Drugel's turn, right?
Because I can't move, and I don't think I have any minor abilities that give me anything useful. So
Perfect. The Kicker with the Needler is going to kind of come around, and they can see that the Needlers aren't doing a whole lot of damage to this vehicle, so they're going to start shooting at you, Drake, as you kind of hang your ass off of the back of back of this exocraft. Let me roll their beautiful little attack.
Misses.
Misses. Oh, that's right,
Misses,
because you
but
still have...
my armor against range right now is 19.
All right, and so on the next attack, they get a plus an automatic, gets a free action to perception test, you right?
Yep, perception saving. Yep.
Got it. So, this whole time, Drake has been kind of, flickering in and out with his attack, with his... What's it called? Displacement? Displacement. And the needle rifles go soaring all around him, just kind of peppering the air and missing. That is the Kiggar's turn. The Ongoi with the plasma pistol, you can see that they actually have to use part of this turn cooling off the plasma pistol because it was overheated from that overcharged shot. And they're going to kind of try to take suit, and they make a couple of attacks on you, Drake, as well. Kind of following the lead of the person. That one's also gonna miss, I'm assuming. So yeah, just kind of continues to shift and blur as these fire shots are landing all around you, but none actually hitting you. Oh yeah, there we go. Cassie, you're up with a 9.
All right, who's looking worse for wear? Is it Drake or Dakiri?
Drake, I'm guessing.
I'm fine.
I only lost 4, so I'm good.
Yeah,
Oh,
I need healing.
Okay then. Cassie will use her turn to, I'll use my major action to heal Drake up. I succeed. I stunt with 6 points.
Nice.
Which means I'm gonna split power and heal myself too.
Adds to the churn.
And then with the remaining 2 stunt points, I will make it more effective. Oh, well, no. Well, will I make it more effective or make it cost less? I make it more effective.
Excellent.
Okay. Yeah, knowing how the last roll went, just in case. All right. Can't type.
The dice god said, "Fuck you. Get fucked, Cassie."
Three of those ones.
Did anyone feel anything? Was someone just trying to kill me? I can't really tell.
It's like,
Oh no, it was just blowing in your ear, Drake. It's fine.
Oh, okay, yeah, thanks.
a warm
Well,
sputter. A warm sputter comes out of the.
We
All right.
each heal 6, so
I mean,
here
that's
we
12
go.
points of healing right there. Is that your turn, Cassie?
Hang on. So I have a minor remaining. guess I will. I guess I'll aim. Whatever. Is there anything for me to aim at? The Kigyar?
Yeah, I mean,
maybe?
there's plenty of targets outside of here. So if you want to level your, just pick a target and tell me which one. The giant Jiralhana is here, ready to attack the vehicle you're on.
Oh, he is. Look at that. That's a mistake for him. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll aim.
Gotcha. Oh, the sound effects. You know why the sound effects are loud? Because I cranked them when you were doing the thing. Thank you for letting me know. I don't mean to be blowing out your ears. There we go. They're down.
3 ones and a 3. I felt it coming.
The human with the staff weapon is now underneath the vehicle. They're going to roll over and fire up into the belly of the thing with their staff weapon.
Which room do they got to position this thing?
I mean, it's floating. It's a hover vehicle. You know, they're like it's a, you know.
All right.
Well, they don't do any meaningful damage. They hit the reinforced, basically bottom of the thing. It's meant to land on asteroids and stuff, and you can hear the shot from beneath, but nothing happens to the ship. But you can feel the deck plating get warm. All right, yeah, math dissertation here. Well, you see if you all right. Next up, the 6 tack.
Okay. So the grenade launcher has like the melee thing on the end, right?
Yeah.
Am I close enough in melee with the Jiralhana still? If not, I'll just shoot it with the grenade launcher gun.
Yeah, I think you would shoot it. Looking at where it is,
I'll
I think you
shoot
got
it.
a square between you. Gotcha.
Well,
So, and luckily, there's not really any like difficulty hit it. It's just does he take full damage from it or not, which he does. So roll 3d6 damage.
I also have the extra stun point. So how does this like? Because when he did the grenade last time, it hit both me and Drake. Does this also hit the guy underneath the?
It could. Just letting you know, you're risking placing this kind of anti-vehicle grenade very close to the ship.
I guess that makes sense. I should probably not do that.
I mean, it's a risk. You could do it, you know.
Well, I don't usually have like gun stunts out, so if there's one that you would recommend for 4 stun points, I will use it. Actually, no, I'm just gonna use Adrenaline Rush with 3 of them.
Okay, because for 4 stunt... Oh, not 4 stunt points. Oh yeah, 4 stunt points. You could use something called Shot, which basically ignores their damage reduction. And you know that he's a very beefy boy.
Then I'll use Cold Shot for 4.
Gotcha. All right, roll your damage.
9.
9. So you basically, as the vehicle starts to accelerate, you can see that Drake's attacks had made kind of a cavity in his armor. You fire one of the grenades into it, and his upper torso just comes apart as you take down the large, towering Jiralhana. Actually, I probably should have asked you how you want to do it, but I got really excited.
That's exactly how it happens.
Beautiful. So, you going down under sustained grenade fire. Drake, you're on the back of this thing with a 20.
So, minor action,
sorry.
turn, aim on the Kigyar on the far side.
Thanks.
Drake uses his minor action to ready an attack on. Oh wait, yeah, on the Kigyar. I guess now it would be.
Sure.
I use my minor action to attack something in range. I'm gonna leave it up to Deck to be who that is. And how this looks is actually Drake like holds for a minute and then he does a handstand and he's gonna do like a low swinging swipe with the other hand.
Gotcha. And Beautiful. And so, Drake, as you ready yourself, your blade up, Dakiri next, I will say that you can hear start emanating from the large ship above you. Do you hear that, or is it too quiet?
I hear it. I just don't know what it means.
It's a klaxon. Let me change this just a little bit. Yeah. So you hear this this klaxon, and you, Dakiri, you know that this means that they are going to start launching some of their fighter craft. And on the radio, through the radio, you had called out Antok, and you hear a voice come through. And I just have to change one thing really quick. You can hear a voice say, Dakiri Ava, the small galaxy. What brings you to my rock?
Are you waiting for me to respond?
Yes.
You haven't claimed it yet, Antak.
Well, that remains to be seen. You are quite the pilot. I see that you have a formidable craft at your disposal.
Oh, we have more than that. We have the shard that controls this installation. Ask your luminary.
Yes, we detected that there were some of those relics on this rock. The music stopped.
That you did on purpose.
Are you looking to bargain for your life and those of the crew with you?
Cut the channel.
Alrighty, Dakiri with a 19. It is your turn.
All right. Dakiri has an ability, pilot, that allows her to perform pilot as a minor action. So I'm hoping you'll give me a little bit of latitude on this.
Yeah, sure.
She's gonna temporarily toggle the hover system to bring the ship down on top of the human underneath.
Yeah.
Bring it back up, and then she's gonna fishtail the vessel around so that it swings the back end enough to hit give Jake a shot at the Ungoy.
Okay.
And then full thrust forward through the Kigyar, or towards the Kigyar, both Kigyars actually.
Okay, so roll me a dexterity piloting test. And I'm going to say the stunt dice, because this is a pretty wild thing you're trying to do. The stunt dice is going to determine how well you accomplish this goal. That's like your attenuation dice.
Oh my god. All right, none of that.
So I'll give you this. So you go to like toggle the gravity drive on this thing, and it, like, this thing is pretty finicky. You realize it's not really like much of a gradient. It's more of a binary, and so you can feel a crunch as the exocraft lands and crushing the guy underneath the vehicle. But you go to like start trying to like whip it around, and the ship doesn't go.
Okay, if that was my minor, could I get my major, or is this all of them?
I mean, yeah, you get another minor. You know.
So can I reattempt it or no?
Yeah, let me look at the pilot thing, because what is
It
the
says
exact
that-
wording?
So the exact wording is, you can perform Dex Pilot as a minor action.
That's it. Yep, there you go. So yeah, try it again.
All right. Hopefully it won't be as awful. I don't think I've ever rolled all ones. Okay.
Much.
17, and I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at 17.
Excellent. So the grav on this vehicle roars back to life as you kind of swing it around. The Ungoi is going to try to like dodge out of the way. I would say roll me 2d6 because that's going to start determining the damage that you do to these folks as they.
And as this vessel was not responding the way that she expected to, she's cursing all throughout all of this. 7 on that.
All right, so the Ungoi is kind of hit, and you can tell they're not killed outright by the vehicle fishtailing. Oh,
sorry. Just to clarify, what I was trying to do was get it into position for Drake.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So Drake, your ready to action triggers as you are now immediately kind of within range of this Ungoi. I'm gonna get action music going back again.
So that is a 13 to hit the Ungoi.
13 hits.
Okay, I have 4 stunt points. This is perfect. I would like to grab. I'm going to do damage. Let's see if he dies first. 12 points of ignore 4 armor. Is the Ungoi dead?
He is barely up.
Okay, I'm gonna use a stunt with my other. So I come back around and I want to like try to grab onto his collar as I do this. I'm gonna use the grapple stunt for 1 point.
How can you read the grapple stunt?
Yeah.
Out loud.
Yes. Good point. Just had it. You and your target make opposed fighting grappling rolls. If you win, they can't move, and I have them grappled. You and your target both take a -2 penalty to defense. Bringing this little shit with me. Mostly out of spite, as always. Fighting. So it's just a straight fighting roll for me because I have Blade of Light focus, not whatever focus. Yeah, beat him. And then I'm going to use the other 3 points for human shield. So I write myself back up, and I have this Ungoi, and I'm riding the back on the spoiler.
You got your legs like leg hooked into the spoiler.
Yeah.
20 churn. Yep. Let me check the churn gods really quick.
And that was my readied action, so I don't have anything else, obviously.
Okay. We just had a major churn effect come into play. I'm going to say that from up this ship that's hovering above you, you can now see as the major effect 2 kind of small purple fighters emerge. You know that these are banshees. They are like they're small exocraft. They're not the space banshees you fought before. They're smaller. They're made to take on people kind of on land. You know that it's going to take them around to get here, but this vehicle, it stands no chance against something like that in direct combat. And yeah, all right. Next up, is that your turn, Drake?
It wasn't my turn. It's just my reaction.
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah. So it's still Dakiri's action. So that was part of the pilot test. And Dakiri, you were gunning it forward at that Kigyar, the 2 in front of you.
Yeah, if you're giving it to me, sure.
I mean, you had a 17 and your thing was a 4. I was just basically saying like how many targets. So you're going to do a straight line towards that. So yeah, roll me. You've already rolled your 2d6. Yeah, I would say that you're able to go in a straight line. It's honestly, you're just trying to pilot this vehicle. So you are able to get it here. And you can see the Kigyar, they're just kind of like diving out of the way as the vehicle just kind of is hovering around and is careening through them. They're still alive, but they're kind of diving to avoid being struck by this vehicle.
Not to pick nits, but I think you left Drake's human shield behind.
That's mine.
What's Franklin gonna do? All right, Franklin's back with the ship. Franklin the Ungoi. Kigyar with a carbine is up with a 15. The Kigyar is going to take some shots at you, Drake.
I bet he is.
Oh, I rolled it twice. We'll go with the first one. Does an 18 hit?
No, it doesn't. It misses.
Does it hit the Ungoy?
Yes. So range attacks that fail against me hit my target.
So as you're going, you can see he was barely. He didn't have much health to begin with. So you see as like the Kigyar doesn't even actually really seem to be avoiding the Ungoys, and instead trying to shoot through him. And he just kind of goes limp in your hands and is now dead weight. Yep, they're still there though. They're still just kind of like now you're holding on to a corpse. The Kigyar with the needle rifle, I'm saying, is trying to collect themselves from throwing themselves down to the ground, and so they don't get a shot. Droogle, you're up with a 12.
Alrighty. So this is a mining vessel that has scanners on it.
Yes, it does.
Could I scan for the other ship so we know which direction we're supposed to be going?
Absolutely, you can. That's a very productive.
I would
thing
love to do that. Probably still hanging one pistol out the window, but I would love to ping for the other ship. Because I can't see it.
Intelligence technology test.
Alrighty. Did it add my extra 2? It did not, because I clicked the wrong button. So that's an 18.
18. With an 18, so you actually, you think very quickly, you're like, well, this thing isn't really meant to scan ships, but it's meant to scan minerals and metals. So you look for the metal composition of the hull of Unified Authority ships, and you get a ping about 2 kilometers to the north of you, kind of the direction that you're actually pointed, actually.
Okay.
So you think if you went to the vast cavern here, that path would take you towards where the Cervantes is.
Perfect. I will let Dakiri know this so that we can potentially get to the right location. And then I would go ahead. Was that a major or a minor to check the sensors for the other ship?
I would say it's a major just because you're kind of like reaching out. Yeah, it's a pretty involved action.
Right. Can't shoot anything with a minor action. I'm inside a vehicle being a couch. Yeah, that's it. That's what I can do.
Beautiful. So you now have a target roughly 2 kilometers away. I would say this shield Kigyar with the needler is kind of standing up after having been bodily thrown to the ground, pulling out the needler, kind of aiming at the direction. The Ungoy with the plasma pistol is dead and is hanging off the back of the ship. Cassie, Cassie, it is your turn with the human staff weapon on deck.
I aimed at someone who's no longer around.
That's fair. You can still use your minor and then major again.
It's true. I could do that. We don't really feel like there's a better use of my minor action, right?
Probably not.
Because that is what I'll do then. Then at the needle rifle Kigyar, right? What else is still around? It's a little hard for me to. Oh, the carbine. This is the closest target, right? Making sure I see everything that's nearby. I pinged.
What was
this? This is the closest target, right?
Yep.
And they're up.
Yep, they had thrown themselves to the ground. They're standing back up after almost being run down with the ship.
Pew pew. A stunted. But I don't think I succeeded.
A 10 sadly does not. They're actually pretty dexterous.
Yeah, it would take a lot to hit them, right?
It'd take a little bit. Yeah. They're pretty hard to hit, actually.
Yeah. Well, okay. With a lowish roll, I don't know that I'm gonna work too hard at it.
Fine. Yeah, you're kind of like you're leading out the ship as it's like flying around and firing shots at it. I would say
Not too concerned. I guess that's my whole turn. Goodbye.
Tack, you're up.
The Banshees aren't in range of the grenade launcher, are they?
Not quite. They're still several hundred meters way up.
Then I will because I still had the aim at the shield Kugyar. We're gonna take a shot with the grenade launcher at him. $14.
14. So they are going to try to dodge out of the way. They don't, so they take the full damage. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
15.
Oh, that's pretty good. So you hear as the grenade shots and the golden shield that it holds, it puts it in front of it, and the shield just detonates and is overloaded as the Kugyar is kind of thrown back, no longer having its shield to protect it. And it takes a substantial amount of damage too. At the top of the run, I would say the ship is now kind of taking off. So we're moving away from combat, is what I would say if you're going to move forward. So Drake, do you have one last thing you would do before Dakiri pilots the ship?
Okay. I just have a question. Are we is the darkness around us the darkness of space or just the end of the map?
That's just the end of the map. Those are like walls and stuff kind of going up. You're like in a cavern a little bit.
We're in a cavern. Okay. Okay. I don't, with no enemies in melee and nothing going on, I get... Oh wait, these Banshees can target us though, right?
They can, yeah.
I'll keep my Blade of Light out, and just like kind of hang in there. I'll drop the Ungoy, of course, and just kind of ready myself for in case anything swings by. But yeah, I'm not doing anything.
Gotcha. So you throw the limp body of Franklin to the ground, and ready yourself with a good Blade of Light. Dakiri, it's your turn. You now have a destination.
Yep, I'm going as fast as this craft will take us, but I'm looking for a path that has, like, if possible, like narrow walls that'll make it harder for the Banshees to follow.
Absolutely. And as we call it for tonight's session, you can see these two Banshees kind of coming down, descending into the cavern, sweeping behind you, starting to pepper the walls of the cavern with plasma fire as you delve the ship deeper towards the Cervantes. And that is where we're going to call it for tonight.
So they'll be chasing us and Drake will be facing them.
Correct. So you could, like, try to...
Yeah, I can protect the vehicle, right?
Yeah, you can try.
Cool.
Let's stop the music.
Oh, that's a good opening next week.
Yeah.
We're just gonna keep chaining encounters. No time to process anything. Just chain the encounters. Turn.
That's right.
Correct. What's the turn at now? Let's see.
20.
20?
20.
Oh, beautiful. That's what that major event. I didn't know if it had gone up at all. Okay, well, thank you guys for the wild session that got got pretty crazy. Let's go around and do our outros, say our favorite moments, where people can find you. Let's go ahead and start with Alexis.
Hi, I'm Alexis. You can find me at Fox Fanato on Twitters and here. I'm here. I'll just go right into it. My favorite moment was the amazing team up between Dakiri and Drake, between the piloting and the attacking, just all of the shenanigans that went into that. Brilliant, talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique. Loved it.
Beautiful.
Sean.
Yep, I'm Sean. I'm here every Saturday with this lovely crew. My favorite moment of the evening is once again Drugel making use of the environment and changing the game for us all. And I'll pass it on to Liz.
Sorry, answering another question. My name is Liz. You can find me at No One You Know Backwards on all of the socials. You can find me here on Saturdays with this game right now. I'll be back in a few weeks on Wednesdays with Tales of Gashari in a Forged Ties, which is going to be lots of fun. So watch out for that. And then I think Tuesday next week I'll be back either with more Stardew, or and I can learn about worms. I didn't know about the worms. It was exciting. Or Civilization 6, and we'll fight some people and do some science. I don't know which, but you can watch my socials, watch our Discord, and you'll have an answer. And then favorite moment from the evening. Probably I think it's Tack that asked if we were going to take the Anomaly with us, and we all just kind of looked at the camera and shook our heads and were like, "Nope, not me, not here, not now." Not in a house, not with a mouse, not on a train, not with on a boat or with a goat. And that would be my favorite moment from the evening. I will pass it over to Matthew.
Hi, folks. I'm Matthew Foreman. I played Drake tonight, the Mystic Warrior with Blade Made of Light. You could find me on here on Dice Priority. You can find me at twitch.tv/Matt Foreman, where I stream Dead by Daylight and retro games 5 days a week. I'm a survivor main. I am the Chad Claudette. My favorite moment. This encounter started off on the wrong foot because we all got spotted. It's like, oh, and then it just became a delight. The vehicle stuff. I think that for me, it was Couch Drugel. And then Dakira being like, cut the cameras, dead eyes. She said I cut the feed. She said, I'm not listening to this little shit. She's like, the only sounds I want to hear coming out of your mouth are the death throttles that I'm gonna give you, you little shit stain. So that was just amazing. So what a great encounter. I can't wait to pick this up next week. I think it's gonna be awesome. I think Rob, are you up? Yeah, Rob.
So Rob at Parameter 804. My favorite moment of the night was actually my other ones were taken with all the combat was amazing. Drake throwing Tack the grenade launcher like right at the start and then having that later was amazing. That became super useful.
Beautiful.
Is that it, Rob? Chase? Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool. So, hey guys, my name is Chase. You can find me at Chase114S on all of our socials. My favorite moment, man, the combat, it always goes a very different direction than maybe you think it's going to go. I agree with all the things that have already been said, the inspired use of the environment and all that. And I love it because I'm like, hey, this is an open world and you guys can do whatever you want to do. I also really enjoyed, you guys felt very conflicted at the beginning, a very rock in the hard place kind of a thing. And I always love giving the group just one answer or correct answer to a solution. So you guys always surprise me and pull something out of left field that I'd never expect. So great job. So, all right. We didn't have any entries into the player giveaway tonight, and we didn't hit 30 churn, so I don't think that there are any drawings to do. We are going to be rating our friend Maya over at Tap.Azimir. So please stick around. We're going to do a little intro video, and join us next week for your chance to win a bunch of Green Run stuff and see how these crazy folks escape these pirates. See you soon.